You better have a damn good reason why you gave me a fake Christmas gift.
Well, sir, I gave out the fake card because, I don't really celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Festivus.
Feminist.
Festivus, sir. And, I was afraid that I would be persecuted for my beliefs. They drove my family out of Bayside, sir.
Festivus for the rest of us. That is a clip, of course, from an iconic Seinfeld episode that made the fake holiday part of fans' vernacular, including my own family's. Playing the role of George Costanza, of course, a major career breakthrough for actor and comedian Jason Alexander. 30 years later, he's arguably still best known for that role, but his body of work is so much bigger than that. And Jason is in town this week for 2 nights of comedy and conversation. As long as you're asking, an evening with Jason Alexander is taking place at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater tonight and tomorrow. And joining us right now is Jason Alexander himself. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
That was so lovely. I saw Claire. I looked younger.
Well, you were, right?
I was.
You know how that goes.
Yeah,
you know, we can't stop old Father Time.
Yeah.
Okay. First question. Costanza, of course, is beloved by millions of Seinfeld fans out there. I mean, honestly, I know a lot of actors don't like or resent being typecast in one character. How do you feel about still being so well known as Costanza?
It's actually one of the questions that often comes up in the show that I'm doing.
Oh, I thought I was being so original.
No, it's... So when I started a career, my fantasy of being an actor was about, I grew up in New Jersey, and all I wanted to do was get over the river and work on those Broadway stages, and that's what I was doing. And that is not a fantasy about fame and fortune. That's a fantasy about having a life as an actor. All the other stuff that happened to me was beyond my wildest imagining. So when someone says, how do you feel about being identified with this character that is seen around the world, that makes me feel like brother well met everywhere I go, where people are so lovely and happy to see me and share the experience that they've had with me. That is not a bad way to walk through the world. I am still amazed that the show seems relevant and popular and that people respond to it and that they want to engage on it. And for any actor to have an impact in anything like that is just a gift. You're right, it has arguably closed some doors as casting because I'm so recognizable as George, but it's opened a life to me that I don't think I could have imagined. So it's a gift.
You know, I've been saying for 30 years, I'm going to pull a Costanza and go take a nap under my desk. All right? So I hope you don't mind, but I haven't done it because I'd probably get fired. And I want one more Seinfeld question, at least from me. What is your favorite episode and why?
It comes up, another one that will come up tonight, I guarantee. I don't have a favorite. There were some that changed our fortunes. I will tell you, the first one for me was the Chinese restaurant because the network didn't want us to do it, and we did it anyway. And I went, these guys have cojones, I have to say. The one that changed our lives, because we were a struggling show for the first couple of seasons. We were not a hit. We were not Friends. Friends was a hit right out of the gate. Was The Contest. When The Contest aired, the abstaining contest,
Yes.
When that aired, our fortunes changed overnight.
Well, that was pretty bold back then.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, I remember, you know, I was a young reporter back then and I actually worked at a station that was an NBC affiliate. So I remember that. Outside of Seinfeld, what are you most proud of?
Oh gosh, lots of things, most of which you would not know. I'm very proud of a film I did years ago called Love, Valor, Compassion, which was the film version of the Pulitzer Prize-winning play. I was very happy with that work. The last 15 years, I've been focusing more as a director than an actor.
You had Fault last
Fault
spring.
was here in the spring. There's a couple of plays and musicals that I've done where I went, that was good, you know. So, but it's hard to talk about theater because if you haven't seen it, you haven't seen the production.
Right.
So, but I try to take pride in all of it, even the ones that don't go very well. To me, the experience is always valuable and successful to some degree.
All right, we asked our viewers if they had any questions, and I want to get to one viewer question. You kind of touched on it, and that was, how did you get your start in the business? You mentioned wanting to be on Broadway, but how did you actually get your start?
pure accident. Once I knew I wanted to be an actor, I was doing everything I could locally as a child actor, school shows and community shows and children's theater. There is a children's theater group, I think it still exists in New Jersey, called the Pushcart Players, that does little original musicals for children. There was a father in the audience who was a television producer. He thought it would make a good series. He got the money together to film it as a pilot. I had to join the union. That's when Jay Greenspan became Jason Alexander. And it never aired as a series, but it aired on local New York affiliates on a Sunday morning, the pilot alone. There was a management company that only did children and teens, and they found me and said, we would like to represent you. And I went, okay. And that's how I fell into a career. So by the time I was 14, I was doing commercials and auditioning for other things. But that's how I went from praying to into it.
Isn't it funny how that works? Okay, I have to ask you just for a yes/no answer because sadly we are out of time, which is unfortunate. But this is a viewer question: were you actually in the pool? Yes or no?
I've been in a pool.
The pool. The pool.
They did not subject me to the pool in that episode.
Okay, Jason Alexander, thank you so much for being here this morning. I really appreciate it.
And you're coming tomorrow, you said.
I am going to be at the show tomorrow. I'll wave. I'll wave from my seat.
Have your question ready.
Well, I've already had them, so I'm not going to take up any more time. Let the audience do that tomorrow. But tickets, by the way, still available for tonight and tomorrow's show at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. You can head to their website, chicagoshakespeare.com, for more information.